The Leafs are going to start with the puck after taking the opening draw. Takes a shot. Scores! And just like that, we've got our first game. Founder didn't even have her broadcast headset on.
I was just putting it on, James. That was incredibly fast, and the coach couldn't have drawn it up any quicker. They say, hey, let's get off to a good start. I'd say they just did. Well, the shooter does a great job of recognizing how much room is available in the net, but it's all about the goaltender. He drops to that butterfly position and isn't able to get his glove hand up quick enough.
Toronto's won the draw in the neutral zone. Russ arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. Whistle blown, stopping the play.
Well, it's kind of hard to protect a one-goal lead when you're sitting in the box and your team's short-handed, James. The PK unit's going to have to find a way to stave off the power play here and get the job done.
Well, as both teams dig in for the face-off here, just moments away, it's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here.
Power plays are a funny thing, especially when you're down by one, James. You have to act as if you are the hunter, and you have to possess that puck and attack.
They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Great defensive effort with the stick. Trudeau's got it into offensive territory. Playing big in the moment there. Line ace lugging the puck.
Kings almost back on the ice.
Toronto's PK unit gets their man out of the box.
Well, they're going to continue to trail here because they weren't able to get the equalizer on the power play. A missed opportunity, and really, timing is everything, so they'll have to figure out a way to dictate pace and get back on the board.
Toronto's got the puck inside the defensive zone. The Leafs have it now. Here's a shot. Denies him on the slapper. Unloads it. Oh, he gets his glove on that and just enough to keep it out. Oh, he had it beat, but it goes off the inside post.
King's been on fire lately. Everything he throws at the net seems to be going in. When it's working for you, you got to be confident. You feel like nothing can go wrong.
Still lots of time left in the period. Toronto's ahead 1-0. Great save by Montembeault. Moves around along the half wall. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Montembeault.
King's good at picking his spots with his snipe zone ability. When the puck is flat and settled, his shots become laser beams.
Kings won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Oh, there's a stoppage. That pane of glass got cracked after that heavy, heavy shot.
Well, it's all about safety first here, James, and they're going to make sure that they replace that pane. You know, if it's spidered, if it's cracked, and another shot comes or a big hit, that'll send it through to the fans.
Fires it! Scores! Look who's on the board! That's his first of the year!
This is why you practice that play, James. You're in the offensive zone, and you got to make the most of it with a key win. Everyone knows their responsibilities. They take it to the net, and it's a great goal.
More than half the frame has been played here. Toronto's really controlled the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2. Steps into it! What a stop as he puts up the fire! Montreal's in transition. Lugs the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Scores! The captain delivers!
This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
And they win that draw at center. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Quick feed to Cooley. Montreal's got it in their own zone. Here they come. The Canadiens cross the line and gain the zone. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Stopped by the goaltender. of that one. Play blown dead. Let's get the call.
Up by one, and you take the penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as a power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
Face off and another opportunity to take a look at the man advantage unit here.
Well, they haven't scored on the power play yet, man. It is a tough thing to do, and this is an earned opportunity. They've practiced, they know what they're doing. It'll come.
Denies that opportunity. Grabs the puck. Denies him. He got all of it. Covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Ducks ready to take the draw here on this power play. The Leafs will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Oh, he hammered him on the play.
Oh, this is just a thunderous hit. Talk about physical engagement. He got all of them, James.
That was big time. What a stop right there. The Canadians may not get many better chances than that to tie it as they fail to capitalize on the power play. And he gets in front of the slap shot to make the save. The Leafs have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities, and as a result have the lead. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, and an even bigger save on the slapper. Montembeau's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Getting into the later stages of this period, the Leafs are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Toronto's got it, and they're on the attack. And that caroms off a body in the lane. Moves the puck along the half wall. Clock ticking down here inside the first period. Shot from the wall, and that's blocked. 7 seconds left. 4 seconds left. There's the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books. Second period just around the corner.
That offer is available now. Don't miss your opportunity to pick up the best locations for next season. Stop by Section 1.
Teams are back on the ice. Both squads gliding into position for the start of period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Montembeau's performance was outstanding in the first 20 minutes. I mean, he got shelled. He's got to be exhausted, James. His team needs to pick it up in front of him if they want to stay in this game.
And a textbook pass save there. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Matthews likes to deke his way to the net, then get a quick shot off to score. Guys, let's see if he can surprise the goalie tonight by using his shock and awe zone ability in this one.
Montreal's got control of the puck. Angles it over to Suzuki. The Canadians looking against the half wall. Here's a blast! There's the whistle as the puck goes out of play. Toronto's been very active offensively here early in the second period, and they continue to lead. Kings won it off the faceoff. And it's a quick pass to Matthews. A chance in front! Oh, what a save by Montembeau! We got a stoppage. Let's get the call.
Well, they have the lead, and now they've taken a penalty, so now they're going to be back on their heels. That power play is going to come out. You know they're going to be smelling and tasting blood, James. The PK unit, they got to be the task.
Toronto's got it in the defensive zone. Feeds it over to Kadri. Muffs the shot attempt. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play.
Montreal.
He's got a step. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Another face-off looming here on this power play. And they win the draw on their own end. And here's the pass to Crosby.
York fans not been ready to get back on the ice.
Missed opportunity by the power play unit as they failed to execute, still trailing by 1.
Well, this PK unit did a really good job, James, just embracing the pressure. That's why they're out there in a tight game when they're up by 1, finding a way to preserve it. Excellent job.
Throws it in. Grabbed along the boards by Garland. Rips it, and that's blocked in traffic. Taken by Tavares. Turns it aside. Line ace taking it from his own end. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly. No time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit. Denies him.
James negates the scoring opportunity. James really quick to set to position and face the shooter dead on.
Toronto's got possession of the puck. The Leafs will play it from the defensive zone. Here he is. Takes the shot. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Past the midway mark in this period. Toronto's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. He scores!
Prime-time example of why you work on face-offs so often in practice, because when you start with possession, you get scoring chances. And when you get scoring chances, this is exactly what happens. You put it in.
Toronto's taken a 2-goal lead here in the back half of the second. What's jumping out for you here, Cheryl?
Well, their consistency, how they've been managing the puck. I mean, over half a game has been played here, and they have absolutely dominated in terms of possession.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And that goes wide!
Hockey is a game of inches, and you know these athletes take so many shots on net in practice. And in this one, just over-rotate, under-rotate, but nonetheless misses the net.
The Leafs have had a lot of jump in their steps since the drop of the puck in this one, and they lead it here in this second period. Kings got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Hammers it on net, and that's turned aside by Montembeault. And that's deflected. Rocks him on the play. Quick feed to King. Hammers one. And turns aside the slapper with ease. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead.
Well, they put themselves in a precarious spot. Not just one penalty, multiple penalties called on this play, James.
The power play unit goes right back to work.
Power play has just been average tonight, James, but hey, it hasn't been in the basement, right?
Toronto's got possession here in their own end. The Leafs move the puck in the defensive zone. Puts it on net. What a save by Montembeault. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Suzuki's ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. Montreal's won the defensive zone draw. The Canadiens will play it in their own end. Toronto's got the puck shorthanded. Now he takes it over the line. Second period nearly in the books here. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Quick shot! Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps them at bay. Kadri's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Toronto's going to start with the puck in their own end. Montreal's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Quick shot! Oh, at the buzzer! Big save just as time runs out. Well, there you go. We played 40 minutes. Final chance for the coaches to push their messages home, and we'll see the third period coming up in just a matter of moments.
Fan club will receive a membership card, discounts on team merchandise and team ringtones, as well as email notifications on upcoming promotions. The fan
The moment of truth has arrived for both these teams. Third period action set to go. The Canadiens' power play continues to start the frame, and they win the draw. The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards.
James with an impressive highlight reel save, James, and this is exactly what his team needed. You're under siege, you're under attack. You need a timely save to settle you in and find a way to get going north.
Kings ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. And he denied him there. Slick feed. The Leafs gain possession. Takes the shot. Long jam in front. That's broken up. Comes up with the stop. From the blue line, they take control of it. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. Montembeau's got it and will hang on for the whistle.
Well, he's been so dialed in all game, playing confident and controlled in the crease.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 3-1 is where we're sitting. Fans being treated to a lot of offense thus far. Puck grab by Tanev. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Scores! Oh, a slick one-timer. Buries it.
Well, hockey is a game of inches. If the pass isn't on the tape, if it's in your feet, all of a sudden you're fumbling for it, and that gives the coverage time to defend you. But this one, it's right on the money, and the goal is a result.
Toronto's performance tonight still showing no signs of let-up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let-up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
And the lane's clogged up blocking that. And a good save on the play as action continues.
Oh! Sorry, James. Didn't mean to step on your toes, but that was a massive hit, and now the play continues.
And a solid save on the play there.
Now the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out of top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
Quick shot, just wide.
It's a real skill to be accurate and have a heavy shot, and right now it's just a heavy one that whistles wide.
Toronto's gained the line and into the zone. Scores! Deuce is wild as that's his second of the game.
Well, he's got 2 tallies on the score sheet, James, but I love this game off the puck as well. I think that he's had a hard nose on the forecheck. He's hounded it, he's hunted it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts. Well, this is just a perfect screen. The goaltender can't find the puck because the screen is looking back and finding a way to take away his eyes. Does a great job, and the puck goes in.
Montreal's ready to go on the attack. Slides it across to Doc. Puck picked up by Klingberg. And they cough it up at center. Montreal's on the attack. Gets a piece of it to make the save.
James hasn't had to do very much tonight, but he does turn that shot aside, and it's important to make sure that you stay in the game and you're ready at all times for a shot on net, and he is, and he makes that save.
And now he moves it quickly to Trudeau. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw.
And yet another penalty is called, so out comes the PK unit, and you know what? They are taxed. They are worn down. If this continues, it's all going to backfire.
Another chance here on the man advantage.
No, they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. So they've got to find a way to just stay confident, trust the process and their skill sets.
But a great heads-up defensive play here. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Shot! Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. The Leafs played along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Klingberg. Puck scooped up by Blankenberg. Toronto's back to even strength as they've killed off the penalty.
When you're feeling it, James, and that's another effective PK. You don't get much better than that, and it's all about reading and reacting. They did an excellent job.
Toronto's put in one of their most complete efforts that we have seen in quite some time, up big time late in this third. Tavares wins the offensive zone faceoff, and here we go. Hammers it. Scores! And there's one more hill to climb to hockey immortality.
Oh, he's in the triple digits, one away from the quadruple, the coveted 1,000, James, and I say he does it. Well, that quick glove hand looks like a windmill, James. I think that was meant for the highlight reel. Unfortunately, you gotta catch the puck if you want to make it there.
Toronto's coaches have to be impressed from what they're seeing from their players tonight. All sorts of scoring chances, and they lead late in the third. Kings won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Here's a shot. Oh, my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display.
Play continues here, but this crowd's still buzzing after what we saw. What a stop that was.
Yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on their feet. They're electric right now. And really, it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way, so when you have it, you embrace it.
Answered the call there. And Cheryl, listen to these fans here. They are getting loud. Some of them are getting on their feet here, still applauding that save we saw.
James, I think it's the appreciation for the desperation save, the compete, the will to keep that puck out of the net, and they're really showing him the love.
Oh, saved it. What a stop.
Well, that's desperation at its finest, to be able to get to that puck and sending a clear message to his team that he's behind him. He's going to be the foundation tonight.
Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Just wide.
The Canadians have created a ton of offense by opening up lanes. They just haven't been able to convert on any of their opportunities.
Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight, and the rain of boos has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters all the way down. The booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not played tonight, not happy with the efforts. They're getting blown out.
The Leafs wanted to focus on putting more pucks on net going into tonight's game. They have done just that and then some here in the third. And off the face-off, they take possession. It is never easy when the home fans turn on you, but they've got no one to blame for themselves with this performance tonight. Big save by the goaltender once again. That's all she wrote from this one. And you can chalk up another victory for a team that is playing with a lot of confidence right now.
I mean, they've got a winning streak going, and anytime you have something like that going, just feel like you're going to win when you step onto the ice, and you're confident, you've got swagger, and everything seems to be clicking. Gotta love, and you gotta really embrace when it feels like that.
Well, that brings a fun night of hockey to the end for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. She's Cheryl Pounder. We will see you next time at the rink.